Hi everyone, and welcome to your April 2016 RuneScope with me. My name is Amanda. This month I'm going to be starting something new over on my Vimeo On Demand page. I'm going to be doing a one-card spiritual guidance reading for each sign that goes along with your reading here. For those of you that are interested in that. This month I'm going to be using the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So yeah, I'm doing this for two reasons. The first being that the spread that I do, it doesn't really offer, there's advice woven throughout, but there's no really position for spiritual guidance. And I know a lot of people connect with these types of decks. So I wanted to incorporate those. I also have a lot of those decks. That was reason number two. This will give me a chance to utilize those. Because they have direct messages, these Oracle decks, I find them a little limiting when I'm doing a full spread or a reading. But for direct spiritual guidance, they are pretty perfect for that. So I'll be doing that, give you the message and the meaning of the card, but also messages that I'm getting for each of you and the spiritual guidance. So for those of you that are interested in that, the link will be below to my on-demand page. And you can go over there and check these out for a small fee and view those. If you're on a mobile device, just tap the arrow beneath this video to open the details section, or you can click show more on a computer and it will open that section. But without further ado, on to your April reading. Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your April 2016 RuneScope. Please do remember these are general readings. So not all of the messages will apply to you. Some will be applying to other Leos that are watching, but you can check the video for your rising sign, as I always suggest, because that will also contain some messages for you. If you would like a reading that's all about you, and let's face it, you Leos like things that are all about you. So why not get a reading that's all about you? All the messages will be for you. And that way we can sort of eliminate the other lions that are watching out there. You can schedule an appointment with me. I do private consultations on Skype, and they are $65 for 30 minutes. Drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. You'll find it here in the video and below the video in the details section if you want to set that up. But let's see what April holds in store for my lions. And this month I'm going to be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. This is a deck I just recently received as a gift from someone special. So we're breaking it in. But let's get these runes out here first. And then we'll see what this hero here wants to add. All right, Leo. Okay. Well, the challenge or focus this month is going to be around open and honest communication. We've got 8 of Wands in the reverse. So this can indicate some hard truths being discussed. So either between you or another person, but with Aeol here in the reverse, it can mean making oneself vulnerable or feeling hurt by another's words. So this could be you, Leo, saying this to someone else, and then saying something, and they say, "Hey, that really hurts my feelings," or this thing that you said really hurt me. Or it could be someone doing this to you, Leo. Maybe a little of both for some of you. So, but I do feel like, as this is also the focus, that whatever's being said needs to come out, but you can, maybe knowing in advance, curb the way you say it, or neutralize it a little bit, make it a little less harsh. Leo, because and I feel like the key to this is patience, because if if we're impatient, and that's so difficult to have if you are upset or in an argument or having a heated discussion with someone, it's very difficult to be patient with them. But if you can do your best to hear them out, not just react, maybe even if the hurtful thing is being said to you, still come at it from a more calm place, I feel like you will get a better result, or you will get, you know, it doesn't have to go to this place. That's what I feel like. It doesn't have to go to this place. So your challenge is to not say something hurtful, or to react in a way that kind of, if someone else is, you know, directing that energy at you, kind of brings the energy back down to a more manageable level. Because but it may be difficult because temperance here is in the reverse. So this can indicate someone who feels like they've had to compromise more than is necessary to keep the peace. Maybe you feel that way in a certain relationship, Leo, or someone around you is expressing to you that they feel like they've had to kind of walk on eggshells around you. Because, you know, maybe you've just been a little bit more on edge. You know, for many of you, I feel like this is your partner. This is like your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You know, they may feel like they've been the one that has to compromise. And, you know, hear them out, Leo. You know, you do tend to have big personalities. You do tend to have a big energy, and sometimes that can kind of run roughshod over other people, and you may not even realize that it's happening. So do hear out someone who may be expressing these things to you. But for some of you, you may be saying this to your partner: look, you don't consult me on decisions. I feel like I always have to, you know, I've always been the one to give up things for you so that you could, you know, pursue your dreams or pursue your goals, and I'm sick of it. Yeah, there may be some conflicts around this relationship. It does not have to be a romantic partnership, Leo. This could be someone close to you. This could be a mother or a mother-in-law or another relative that you used to be close to maybe, but now there's been some distance. And, you know, that there could be a relationship ending in April, Leo. Somewhat deal breaker is the word that keeps coming to me. So someone is either saying that something that you have done, it's the last straw for them. They're at the end of their rope, end of their proverbial rope with temperance, or it's you saying, you know what, I'm done with this, and I'm leaving this behind because there is an ending. There's someone in your life, Leo, that you have done all that you're supposed to do with them on some level. You may still have interactions with them in the future, but for the most part, like the reason for that relationship or the karma associated with that relationship is done, and it's time to move on. And the thing is, I feel like there's a new beginning right on the other side of this. So for some of you, maybe a relationship is ending because you're interested in someone new, or you know, maybe you're making a choice between one person and another person, or maybe you're leaving behind friends or family who don't approve of this new relationship. For some reason, there's one association ending because a new one can start, or so a new one can go to the next level for many of you. Now, this does not have to be you, Leo. Those of you, I'm not saying that all Leos are going to be leaving either relationship or getting a divorce. No, not at all. This could be going on around you and you're involved because it's a family member, it's a close friend, it's your son, it's your daughter. You know, for some of you, maybe this is a child that is, you know, choosing a mate over you, or you feel like that's what they're doing, and you feel like, you know, I've tried to be nice, I've tried to, you know, get to know this person, and they're just not having it, or, you know, so anything where someone feels like they've had to overcompromise to not rock the boat is going to be addressed and come to a head in April. But it needs to, Leo, so that it can just be dealt with and we move on from here, whatever that looks like. And it will, of course, look different for all of you. Again, this is where checking your rising sign could give you some more information. Also, checking your spiritual guidance card for how to deal with this can give you some direct advice from spirit as to how to handle this for the best possible results. So be sure to check that out. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, we have the Three of Coins in reverse. So Anyone who is not willing to cooperate or not willing to work with others, not willing to compromise, they're set in this viewpoint. Okay, but that's actually coming up as a help. So Leo, for you, maybe it's you, you know, those of you that it's you that feel like you have compromised too much, you're done. You're like, I'm not going to cooperate anymore. I'm putting my foot down, and you know, I am over this. I'm moving on to greener pastures, or I'm going to go after this goal. I'm going after this new relationship. I'm done kind of, you know, giving all my power over to you, or letting you always get your way. So someone's going to be very stubborn. They're going to dig their heels in. But this is a help to you. For some of you, maybe it's this other person that's like, okay, I'm done. And you may be a little bit like, well, that's, you know, fine. That's going to be best for all of us, because then at least we're not arguing. Whoever it is, whether it's you or the other person, Leo, this is a help to you. This is, you know, this relationship has ended. It's going to free you up to move forward. Or this relationship is on a hiatus. And it probably will not look the same way that it does now. If it does rekindle later, or if you do have interactions with this person in the future, it's going to be in a very different context, very kind of less hands-on way. Because again, this is an association that the karma is done, where we've done what we're supposed to do. So anyone who is unwilling to cooperate, being very stubborn and in their stuck in their viewpoint, it's actually a good thing, even though if it's not you, Leo, it may seem frustrating, or even upsetting at first. But what can't be changed during the month of April? Seven of Wands, again, a card of conflict, a card of standing your ground, of protecting yourself, protecting what you feel is the right course for you. And for some of you, this may have something to do with legalities. Sierra is on the table, the rune of legalities, but it's also karma. And again, going back to this, you know, it's time for me to move on. Some of you may be guarding or protecting a secret, okay? Because Pedro is here. Or someone around you maybe that's why they're so defensive. They're protecting something, or they're protecting this relationship. They're protecting, they feel like they have to defend this person or this situation or their actions in some way. And they are being very, you know, proactive about it. And in some cases, Leo, this will be you. And you may be hiding something. There may be a secret. And you're working very hard to keep that to yourself, or keep that information hidden. Regarding a legal case, a legal battle, regarding another relationship. So again, those of you that you got two people vying for your attention or vying for you. They may not know about each other, or you may be trying very hard to keep that a secret. I always recommend that you come clean, make a choice and come clean as soon as possible, because things like that always tend to find their way out, whether you want them to or not. I also feel like for some of you, you're being accused of something you didn't do. And maybe this happens a lot, Leo. Temperance just wanted to flip over. So for those of you that want to fix a relationship, you will have to compromise. You will have to, you know, yet again, even if you feel like you have compromised enough for a certain relationship, if you want it to work, if you want it to go on, you're going to have to compromise. If not, it's done. So you do have a choice in there, but I do feel like some of you are being maybe accused of doing something that you didn't do. And that's why you're so defensive. And it's all shrouded in mystery, because this person thinks you've done something when you haven't. But maybe your reaction of becoming defensive is just kind of making this person more suspicious. It's working against you. So Keep that in mind, Leo. I do have the King of Cups coming up here. So King of Cups is normally associated with water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So this could be a relationship that is, for most of you, it's been coming on gradually. Maybe this was a coworker or someone that you have known for quite some time, and it wasn't a romantic relationship at the beginning, but now it's kind of maybe turning into that. There's a transition. It's been a long time in coming. For many of you, maybe this is a person that you've kept hidden from your partner or from another romantic interest. For some of you, maybe this is your partner. Or maybe this is this person who you've had dealings with, and he's coming up in the upright though. So I don't feel like this is the person causing the disruption or causing, this is not the one that isn't cooperating. This is the one that is offering you something, a new beginning, offering you solace. So let's say, you know, if it's someone else in the family who's, you know, you feel like you've had to really kind of curb your tongue and not be able to be yourself around. This could be, you know, he could be your partner, and he could be the one who's just kind of there, kind of talking you down. Water sign energy can be a lot more calming. They tend to be just a lot more, they have a soothing energy. They're very psychic. You know, they can be very kind of go with the flow. So this could be your partner, your mate, or someone close to you who's just kind of talking you down after, you know, you maybe find out news that's upsetting regarding a family member or a coworker, or, you know, the other side of this legal case, someone that's really kind of putting you on the spot or demanding something from you that you're not willing to give. And this guy or lady, it can be a male or female in these general readings, is coming in to kind of offer solace or offer you like the calming influence, the tranquil waters, you know, of this situation, and just kind of calming your fears, and really listen to him, listen to this person, because he has a good perspective. He is right. I feel like you're getting some psychic wisdom, some psychic advice from him in April, Leo. He's really tuned in to the esoteric and spirit. And I feel like his response to your energy, because he can feel it. He can feel your unrest, and he can feel your anger or how upset you are. And he can really just kind of calm that. So, yeah, this guy, be on the lookout. He does not have to be a romantic partner. This could be he or she can be a friend, or maybe another family member who is just, you know, kind of the soothing balm. Maybe this is the person that's always kind of the mediator within the family. But for many of you, this could be someone who's been around for a while, and the relationship is changing. It's been coming on very gradually, but now it's kind of taking that turn. And if you walk through this door with this person, it's definitely going to be, you know, it's going to change your life, or has the potential to change your life. Or if you take this person's advice, it's definitely beginning a new journey. You're walking through a new doorway, maybe with leaving behind this energy that you feel is just this person that just takes too much from you or demands too much from you. You can't compromise anymore. Or this person who's unwilling to compromise enough for you, Leo. So again, it'll be different for everyone. But that's what I see for April. A lot going on. And but I mean, you know, these things arise, and we have to face them head on. And you're not one to shy away from confrontation, Leo. So that's good. I do feel like there's something that needs to be confronted and dealt with, so you can move forward. You know, into calmer waters, or with a new person, or to a place where you're meant to be. There's something that's meant to be left in the past so that you can move forward. And but yeah, definitely check out your spiritual guidance card. Again, over on my Vimeo page, you'll find the details below the video in the details section. But it's coming this month from the Goddess Oracle cards. The Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So that'll give you more specific insight as to how to handle the energies of April, Leo. So I encourage you to check that out, and I will see you back here for your May forecast. Thanks for watching.